What is up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are hunting all Dendroculuses and finally touching some grass in Sumeru. So in this video I'll be covering about 90 Dendroculuses which are just all over in Sumeru. You can just roam around and find them. You don't need to do any special mechanism or any story quest to unlock them. There are about 20 Dendroculuses which you have to unlock via doing some huge long story quests. So I'll be releasing a part 2 for that video. So if this helped, do leave a like and subscribe, and let's move on to the video. So we'll be starting off with our location by teleporting to the statue of the 7, the first statue of 7 in Sumeru, and the first Dendroculus is to our right. Now the funny thing about the first one is the first one itself is actually locked behind some story, but it's fairly easy to get. All you have to do, as you can see, it's locked behind some mines. I tried using some short characters, but still you can't get through. So in order to get through this, all you have to do is talk to these three people here, and the Starry Night, some kind of quest. So there will be a cutscene, and after that you will receive this gadget called a Kusawa. This Kusawa thing is what's going to help us get through that cave. So we'll use this Kusawa to remove the vines, and yeah, before that we have to fix this ornament using the Kusawa. Alright, so yeah, we pressed Z, and the monument, not ornament, the monument is fixed, and yeah, we apply dendro, and that should open up the cave. The Dendroculus is actually sitting right in front, so we can just pick it up and go to the next one. Okay, so that was number 1, and for number 2 it's fairly simple. So you leave the cave, you move forward, and to the right you will see this speed travel kind of thingy. So you aim the camera towards it, you press T, and yeah, this thing is really handy. All you gotta do is aim properly, and yeah, go jump, you move. And so the second Dendroculus is supposed to be here, but I accidentally picked it off while I was doing story mode. So the second Dendroculus is here. Now for the third one, you just stay there and you just move forward. You use the speed travel thingy again, and the third one is actually atop the tree. So you just climb the tree, use the speed travel thingy again, and that will be number 3. Okay, now for the fourth one, we just move from our previous location itself. Now for the fourth one, we have to reach this house there. As you can see, there's a literal tree house there. So you have to reach the tree house, and it's just up there in one of the rooms. So for number 5, you teleport over here, and then you use a dendro attack or a bow attack on this tree stem kind of thingy, and it explodes, and it will reveal the Dendroculus is chilling in between the branches or the trunks. So that's number 5. So number 6 is just beside number 5. Number 6 is, you can see it right from here. The number 6 is just below that bridge. So you slowly just move by the side of the bridge and fly across and get that one. Next we move on to number 7. For number 7, what we have to do, we have to teleport ourselves to this teleport point in Sumeru City, where we can find 2 Dendroculus. So for the first one, we have to climb all the way up. It's kind of bit of a strain, because you have to climb up this house, then you have to climb up the tree, and you climb up the tree branches until you finally reach the Dendroculus. At first I got the wrong tree branch. It should be the thickest tree branch towards the end, and it's quite tall. It's very tall, so you'll find the Dendroculus sitting at the tip of the branch. Okay, since we got number 7, we'll be moving to number 8. So just directly jump from where you are at number 7, and you drop down, and you can see the number 8 floating just like that. Okay guys, so now we move on to number 9. So number 9 Dendroculus is here, just below a waterfall. So you can either teleport over there. If you haven't unlocked it, you can teleport over here. Once you teleport here, you can just follow the path I go and get the Dendroculus. So for number 10, we will be moving on to the Mawtimiya forest. There's a series of Dendroculus over there. So let's teleport to the statue of 7 and we'll find the Dendroculus is sitting on top of a glowing huge mushroom kind of thingy. So number 11 is over in this cave here. There's a teleport point there. If you haven't unlocked it, you can teleport here just like I did, and we can go into the cave from outside. So for number 12, we are going on to number 12. We teleport back to the statue of the 7 and we just move forward and take a right, and it's just sitting there in plain sight. So we are at number 13, and number 13 is at the teleport waypoint at Gandha Hill. So if you have not unlocked the teleport point or the domain, we'll have to go there manually. And yeah, you can see the lake there. So by the left side of the lake, that is where the next Dendroculus will be. So just follow what I do and let's go get the next Dendroculus. So for the next one, just follow the route that I take, and we have to climb this humongous mountain, and we can't apparently fast travel. So once you reach the top, we will find the next Dendroculus, which is number 14. It would be best if you climb at the place where these yellow flowers are there, because they replenish your stamina and it will be much easier for you to climb without dying. So number 15 is fairly simple. All you gotta do is jump away from here and move on to the hill that you see across, and you will get the Dendroculus, which is the 15th Dendroculus. Now for number 16, you continue from where you were standing and you just fly down, and it's right on top of another huge glowing mushroom. So we are here in Mawtimiya forest, and we are going for Dendroculus number 17, which is actually a bit high up in the air, and it requires a mechanism, a very small mechanism to it. All you need is an electro character in your team, and I will show you how to do it. So you first fly down. Once you fly down, there will be 3 Animos flames and one particular flying object, or some kind of, seems like an Oddish from Pokemon. Yeah, so you use electro on that and will help you activate the mechanism that gives you an air current, wind current, which can let you fly up in the air and get the Dendroculus. This is Air Force catching to ground control. We are moving on to Dendroculus number 18. Target acquired on a huge, inside a huge green bubble on a floating, a glowing huge mushroom. Permission to engage. Okay, enough of that. Anyways, it's a fairly easy mechanism. All you have to do is get the Dendrograna first and use a charged attack with a bow or a sword on these 3 glowing dendro lamp like thingies, and they will help. If you use that on all 3, they will help you unlock the bubble. Now moving on to Dendroculus number 19, we stay at the exact same place and we try to get down. You can use the fast travel here. The Dendroculus is actually just underneath this mushroom kind of thingy, so it's best you don't make the mistake I did and try to catch the fast travel thingies and get up into the base of that mushroom. Next we move on for number 20 Dendroculus. We move on to this teleport waypoint, which is at top of Chatrakam Cave. I'm sorry I didn't show the map. It's on top of Chatrakam Cave, the topmost with teleport waypoint. Not sure if you could see it in the map clearly, but yeah, all we are gonna do is we go to the top of the palace of Alcazarzaray, and there will be a Dendroculus on top of it, and we get it and we teleport back to the very same teleport waypoint. Okay, so our next Dendroculus will be just below a cliff. So if you follow this way and you jump down towards the lake, you can see the Dendroculus is below the cliff. It's quite easy to miss that one. Okay, this is Dendroculus number 21. Okay, for the next Dendroculus we go back again to the same teleport waypoint, but this time we change the direction and we go this way, right down and towards these pyro slimes. Once you beat these pyro slimes, you have to use an electro character to activate a mechanism which will help you get the Dendroculus very easily. Okay, so we are done with the first few areas. That's this one. We are almost done with this area. There are actually about 26 Dendroculuses and 4 of them you have to do story quests, so I will include them in my part 2. And now let's teleport to Vimara village. Okay, so we are going for Dendroculus number 23, which is fairly easy to get. All you have to do is first strike this one and do fast travel, and they will stop you right where the Dendroculus is. Okay, so now we teleport back to the same waypoint, and then this time we change directions and we move towards this withering zone. Withering zones are places where there are a lot of enemies, some kind of corruption and something, and we just fly over to get this Dendroculus over here. You can either complete the withering zone and will unlock a mushroom which helps you jump up high, or you can just glide over from the teleport itself without having to go through the trouble of completing the withering zone. Okay, from now on it's a bit of a continuous route, so it's fairly simple. Just follow the way I go. From where we were standing to the withering zone, we just go back, use fast travel, and we fly downstairs, and you can see this huge trunk, and below the trunk is our next Dendroculus number 25. Okay, so Dendroculus number 26 is very easy to find. Just turn back around and fast travel into this small little cave where you can find Dendroculus number 26. Now from the very same place you turn around, use some fast travel to get the next set of Dendroculi. The next Dendroculi will be below a bridge, but sadly you can't get that one using fast travel, so it would be best not to use the fast travel. You should see you won't be able to reach it, so it's best you use this tree trunk here and jump or glide down from there, and you can easily get the Dendroculus number 27. Okay, so the next place you have to go to is this domain over here. Once you teleport over this domain, just go in this direction and we will be moving on to a withering zone. Once you complete the withering zone, the Dendroculus will appear, and that's all. It's pretty simple. Okay, so after you collect that one, we move on to this teleport waypoint, and we will be collecting a series of Dendroculus. You move in this direction, and you can fast travel to the top of this temple kind of looking thingy, and Dendroculus number 29 will be inside a tree stump or a tree trunk, and then you move by the side of the lake and you can jump down to get the next Dendroculus. So now you teleport back to the same waypoint from where you came from, and now you move in a different direction, which is this direction by the side of the Shrine of Depth, and you go down and you can find the next Dendroculus on top of this hut. Okay, then you take a right turn and go through the back, and you can do a fast travel and reach Dendroculus number 32. We fast travel here and here, and we get our next Dendroculus. Then we move on to the river. We can see that the next Dendroculus is just floating above the river, so you can get your next Dendroculus like that. I actually died while swimming here, so I had to repeat it and got teleported here thankfully. So you can fast travel now from here. When you fast travel here, you will find that next to Ruin Guard, you will find Dendroculus number 34. For Dendroculus number 35, you just have to move up the hill. Just below the huge Ruin Guard's arm, you will find Dendroculus number 35. Then we teleport over to this statue of the 7 here, and from this statue of the 7, we will be flying straight down, and you can see that huge tree stump. Within the tree stump will be Dendroculus number 36. I accidentally had taken it while simply roaming around, so that will be Dendroculus number 36. Now straight from there you move towards the humongous ruin golem or the ruin guard, and you just jump down, and within his finger you can see the next Dendroculus, which is Dendroculus number 37. So Dendroculus number 38 is directly at the center of this gigantic ruin guard's eye. You can choose to travel to that part whichever way you like, as long as you don't make a mistake like I did and I was suffering. So maybe it would be easier if you come from down, or you make sure you have enough stamina while climbing. Okay, so the next Dendroculus is inside the huge ruin machine, so you just have to go to the left, and there is an opening right behind the ruin drake. So just you go through the opening, use a couple of fast travels, and go to the place where I'm going, and you will easily get the Dendroculus by jumping on a mushroom. Okay, so from here we are going to find Dendroculus number 40, teleport to that waypoint, and we just run behind, climb all the way up to the top of the mountain, and we can find the Dendroculus sitting on top of a tree. Now from the top of this tree, we jump down, we go all the way down to that green bubble you see there. Now the green bubble, in order to deactivate the green bubble, we will have to defeat all the Whooper flowers that we are calling upon now. So that's number 41. Now if you follow this direction, you can reach 2 fast travels, which after doing the fast travel, you can find a tree which is on the side of a cliff, and you will find Dendroculus number 42 there. Now we are currently over here. If you turn back and follow these fast travels, you will find a small round thingy just below a tree. Yeah, this one. You'll find Dendroculus number 43 over here. Okay, so from here we walk across this tree branch and we move on to another next Dendroculus, which has a small mechanism. So we collect the Dendrograna and we shoot charge shots at all of these dendro ring kind of thingies, and once that's done, the bubble will disappear and we can collect Dendroculus number 44. So now we just turn back and we walk around for a while, and after distance we can find Dendroculus number 45. Successfully dodge these tigers and eremite dudes, and yeah, there's a Dendroculus number 45. Okay, so we teleported over here, right here, this one, and now we move forward, take 2 fast travels, reach up the cliff, and now we will jump down into a small canyon or something like that, and we find Dendroculus number 46. Okay, now let's teleport to Vimera village, where we can find 2 Dendroculuses in the same route. We just move over here, take the fast travel, and climb up this hill, and we'll find another Dendroculus via fast travel right on top of a hill, this one here. Okay, so we got this one. Now we move back, take this fast travel again, another one, another one, another one, and that's over. Okay, we are climbing onto this withering zone, so once we complete this withering zone, we can get the next Dendroculus. So the next one, you just move from your previous location, do a fast travel, get to the top of this mountain, and you can see this hut which is apparently open at the back and has this Dendroculus in it. So from here you just glide all the way down onto that gear like looking thingy, that machine thingy, where you can get the 50th Dendroculus. Okay, now that we are done with that area, we are moving on to this one, the Apam Woods kind of area. Okay, for this one, whether this is the first Dendroculus we are finding in this area or this region, so we have to move towards the left side, where we will encounter another withering area, and once you complete that withering area, the Dendroculus will appear. Okay, so from the previous location, you just move towards this hut, use a fast travel, you come around this side, and you will find at the entrance of the cave the 52nd Dendroculus. The next one is fairly easy. Just move down over to the river and you can find the next Dendroculus over by this waterfall. Just dump onto the stone there and there you go. Now you can just follow through this pathway to get the 54th Dendroculus. Okay, so for the next one you would have to climb a tree. You have to climb the tree right in front of you. You can use this mushroom to reach the tree, although it's a bit tricky. Once you reach the tree, you will have to use the fast travel, and because the Dendroculus is in mid-air. Okay, so from here all you need to do is just dump down, go towards this again a similar waterfall kind of place. It's to the left, I think. Yeah, that one, that waterfall there, and you can find your 56th Dendroculus. So now we teleport to where we are standing right now, not that one, the one below it, and we have to clear a withering zone to get the next Dendroculus. Okay, so from here we can move on to the next Dendroculus, which is just you go through the straight path by the side of this domain and you will essentially reach the Dendroculus which is lying down beneath the bridge. So for the 59th Dendroculus, we will have to follow this path and complete or finish another withering zone to get the 59th Dendroculus. Now for the 60th one, we teleport over here and then we just have to climb up this tree. You can use the mushroom, supercharge the mushroom to get to the top of the tree and get that Dendroculus, number 60. Now for the 61st Dendroculus, we move to the bottom leftmost teleport point of the map, which is a semi-desert kind of area, and as you can see the Dendroculus is all the way top of that tree. Now personally I would say it would be best if you defeat these two, the Electro and the Geo, the stone hidden lava tool. If you defeat both of them, else when you are climbing on these trees they start throwing stuff on you and you'll keep falling down and it's just going to be really difficult. Okay, so this one you have to clear another withering zone. Just move downwards from where your current location was and you can see the withering zone right there, and once you clear it you can pick up the next Dendroculus, which is the 62nd Dendroculus. Okay, so all you gotta do now is move straight towards the great tree. You can use some characters who have abilities to fly or something and get the Dendroculus directly, or in case you don't have any characters like these, you can use the mushrooms which are at the bottom and climb up and get the Dendroculus. Okay, so from now here we move on to this domain. We can teleport to this domain and there is an underground cave through which we can get the next Dendroculus, which is the 64th Dendroculus. Okay, so now we teleport over here onto this hill, on top of this hill, and we move in this direction behind and go to this place where we can fast travel, and we are going towards that withering zone where we can get another Dendroculus, the 65th Dendroculus. Okay, so now we teleport over here and try to get on top of a building. So all you gotta do is fly straight towards these green buildings and you can find a Dendroculus on top of the one down there. Okay, so now we go back to the same teleport waypoint and we go straight, and you can find the first one sitting on top of that mushroom like building. For the next one, just dump down and you'll reach a withering zone which you have to complete in order to get the next Dendroculus. The 69th Dendroculus is just sitting on a tree. Just go forward and you'll find it on this tree. After following this route, you will come upon a monument on atop which is the 70th Dendroculus. Okay, so now that we have completed almost the lower part of the map, we are moving on to the final and the left upper corner. So you teleport over here first, and then let's move on downwards to the 71st Dendroculus. Okay, so after getting this Dendroculus, we are moving on sideways to this withering zone which is nearby, and we have to complete that one in order to get the 72nd Dendroculus. After completing this withering zone, we will be able to unlock that mushroom over there, which we can then use to get the next, that is the 72nd Dendroculus. Okay, so now we teleport back to this teleport waypoint over here, and then we will be moving on in this direction, and the Electroculus will be under this stone bridge kind of stuff. Okay, now we teleport on to the topmost teleport waypoint on this mountain, and then we move down in this direction. Yeah. And then we will be getting into a withering zone. In this withering zone, once you complete it, you will be able to get your next Dendroculus. Now for the next one, we have to teleport all the way over here, and yeah. Okay, so now we move downwards onto another withering zone, which will help us to unlock or revive a mushroom, which can help us reach the Dendroculus you see floating above. Or you can just fly down from a cliff, whichever is more convenient for you. Now for the next one, all we gotta do is reach that mountain or hill up there. We can use fast travel and we can reach there up easily. Okay, so now we teleport all the way over here. In order to get the next Dendroculus, you can use fast travel to reach the ground, and it will be in front of the entrance of a cave right there. And now you run back to another cave after getting this Dendroculus to get a second Dendroculus, which is once again at the entrance of another cave. Okay, so we just teleport over here and we use the fast travel to get to yet another withering zone, which on completion you will get the next Dendroculus. So the next two are fairly easy, they lie close to each other, so just follow this route until you come up onto a lake, until we reach the lake you can see in the map. After you reach the lake, we can jump over, cross and get both the Dendroculuses which are close to each other. So we are in the last lap and this is the last 10 Dendroculi. For that we have to go to Vanarana. Vanarana, it should be in the Dreamland version, and that is in order to access the Dreamland version you have to unlock this particular rhythm, which we already had done when we got Dendroculus number 15 or 16. You can refer back, or if you have followed through my video you should have probably already unlocked it. Anyways, this is how you do it. You stand in front of the Silpana, which is at this location, and then you play the tune, and once you play the tune you should be able to switch into the Dreamland version where you can find the remaining Dendroculus. Okay, so now in the Dreamland version the sky will be purplish, that's how you identify it. And now you have to go towards this huge structure, this huge treehouse kind of thingy, and that's where you get your first Dendroculus. Okay, so once you're out you have to find this cave, and when you enter the cave you now take a right. Once you take a right we will go down to the end, and if you see that house, inside you will have the next Dendroculus. Now after you leave the house and get that Dendroculus, you teleport to this statue of the 7 here and you fast travel. We are searching for a Dendroculus which is almost, or like it's over water but it's under a bridge, so this is where we'll go to. We'll jump down from here. You can see that small entrance over there, the Dendroculus is inside that, and you fall and you can swim over there to get the Dendroculus, which is number 83. Okay, next we teleport onto this waypoint over here, and we have to enter we have to find the cave first. The cave, just move this in direction, and the cave should be somewhere around here, and yeah, so that's the cave. Once you enter the cave you will come right into a withering zone which you have to clear in order to get the first Dendroculus. Even if you don't actually clear up the withering zone, you just need to unlock that Dendro monument, and once you unlock it the water level will go down and you can get the Dendroculus, which is over here. Now once you get that, by the side of it there is another passageway into a tunnel sort of thing. You follow the tunnel and you will reach the second Dendroculus. Okay, so now that we go back to the same waypoint and we just follow this path, we have to go to a withering zone to get another Dendroculus. Before that, we when we fast travel, you can see that there's a Dendroculus sitting there atop that semi-dead tree, and yeah, just follow the route and we'll reach the withering zone which we have to clear in order to get the next Dendroculus. So we are down to the last two, and these last two will be in Vanarana, and they are fairly simple, so just follow through, and with that we will have 90 Dendroculus. Alright, so we are done with the video. That was a really big video. I hope it helped you guys in some way. And yeah, it was really tough. So please do like and subscribe and check out my other content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.